Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Everything digital marketing is, I'm on my journey, scaling. Goal is to get to 1,000 team members, 1,000 team members, about 7,000 clients in total over the next couple of years. Welcome. Today I want to talk about something that I've been working a long time on, have a lot of experience on failing like crazy, but also succeeding. And that is, how do you choose the right white label partner? As most of you guys know, we're a white label company. There's a lot of great ones out there, but it is about choosing the right one. In fact, if you have a great white label company that you're using, tag them below. I'd love to learn more about them and what they're doing. There's a lot of great ones. And I will say this, a great white label company is just like a great partner, a great team member, anything like that. It's about what works for you. How do you communicate and how do they communicate? How do you work? How do they work? What are your values and what's most important to you? Aligning with theirs as well. And so we may be a great company, but maybe we're not the right fit for you, and that's cool. Definitely let me know who you're working with. Love to learn more about them. Be sure to know I read all the comments, all right? So five things to look out for if you're starting to choose a white label company or you're thinking about switching to a new one, all right? Number one is account ownership. I see so many digital marketers out there, and we've had them come over to ours where we end up looking and they don't actually own the MCC. They're working on an AdWords, or they don't actually own the Facebook Business Manager. Guys, this is a huge no-no. If you're a marketing agency and you don't own your clients' accounts, that is setting yourself up for some big issues. So make sure that whenever you're starting to choose a white label company, definitely make sure that you're going to remain the owner of the accounts and you're going to give that white label company access, right? If you ever had any issues with that, again, love your thoughts and feedback on this, because I know so many of us screw up in this area, especially, again, we're new to the agency world, we're just getting started, we have one or two clients, I get it, but don't do it, don't let it happen. Number two, multiple product. And this is a big one because this has to do with the feedback and ideas and how you can work with an agency, all right? Let's put a scenario. Let's say I have one fulfillment partner for Facebook and I have another fulfillment partner for SEO, right? And all of a sudden my client, I'm doing really good for my client and I'm being very successful for them. So I go back to my fulfillment company and say, hey, look, my client has given me an extra $3,000 a month to invest. Where should I put it? Well, your Facebook guy is going to tell you Facebook. Your SEO guy is probably going to tell you SEO, right? In fact, it's going to even hinder it worse if it's not working. You see, if you have one white label company that's doing it all, then they may be, hey, you know what? PPC is not working. Let's cancel it. Let's stop it. And let's put all of our budget into Facebook. They're going to be able to be more real, more honest with exactly what you're doing, what you're going for, how to manage your clients, and how to push forward and putting your clients first, not their specific product first, right? And so make sure that wherever you choose, to see how many different products they work with. Obviously, it might not be perfect alignment. The more cross-reference there is, obviously the better it can help. Number three, team size. Team size. One of the biggest advantages of finding a white label company is that it's more stable. They have backups, they have QA, they have training, they have development. If someone's sick, they have replacement. If someone's quits, they have backups, so on and so forth, right? And so if you're interviewing that white label company, you find out that they have one employee, two employees, you're gonna have the same issues as just bringing them in-house, right? With a white label company, and it doesn't mean they're not amazing, doesn't mean they're not great. Obviously, just be aware of how many team members they actually have, right? Here at Hite, we got like 80 something at the time that I'm filming this, and one of the biggest advantages working with us is we do have a QA department, we have an operations department, we have people dedicated to PPC, Facebook, and SEO, and so it allows us to serve our clients that much better, right? And again, there's a lot of white label companies out there doing it. Just be aware of which one you're choosing. Number four, and this is really good when it comes to retention, all right, and setting the right expectations. One of the things that we have found incredibly valuable with our white label partners is the ability to do audits, right? So one of the things that when you're thinking about clients in long term, it's about setting the right expectations and aligning that with fulfillment. So this is what I think I can do, or this is what my white label fulfillment company thinks they can do. So this is the expectations I'm gonna set. The more that's aligned, the higher chance you have of making a really long-term relationships, right? And this is something that honestly, I don't know a lot of white label companies that do it. So if yours does it, let me know below because and kind of what their process is, right? For us, and what we have found is that our partners, the agency or whoever, they're going to go pitch a client or talk to a client. They're going to find out all about them. They're going to link up to Facebook. They're going to link up to PPC. They're going to link up, and they're going to talk to the white label fulfillment company. Go, hey, I just linked up PPC. I just linked up Facebook. Or here's the website. Can you do an audit? What can we do in this city with this location with this budget, so on and so forth? That fulfillment company is going to give you a really good idea of what they believe they can do. And now you have a perfect little package that you can go back and set the right expectations with your clients, right? Making sure that you have a really long-term, that you're setting yourself up for a really long-term relationship, right? Number five is communication. We all like to communicate differently. For me, I'm a call guy. Like I don't like texting as much because I'd much rather just get on the call, hear your voice, make sure everything's good, so on and so forth. Some people like Zoom. Some people like find an agency that will match your way of communication. Like even how you communicate. Are you really direct and to the point and don't like, well, if you're working with me, you're gonna find that difficult because I'm gonna ask you about your family. I'm gonna ask you about your kids. You gotta find a white label company that communicates or is willing to adapt to the communication that you really, really enjoy, right? Now, before I let you go, I also want to just give one remark on what not to push forward. I actually got a message this morning, and so it was right on point with this video we were filming today. And a guy goes, hey, JC, I heard you were one of the top white label, whatever he said, right? I was like, yeah, what's up, man? How can I help? And he's like, what is your pricing? Oh, man, come on. Like pricing is obviously a great question to ask, but it should be one of the last questions you ask. Most of the white label professional companies out there are gonna be fairly similar in terms of pricing. What matters a lot more are these 5 things that I mentioned before: audits, communication, team size, multiple products, and number 1, account ownership. These things are gonna matter so much more to your success. 20% more, 20% less. It's not gonna matter to you in the long run, right? Guys, if this video had any value whatsoever, if you have any thoughts on these 5 or maybe even some that I missed out, I love your ideas, love your thoughts. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like it, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all those channels. I love to interact with you in any way, so just let me know how I can help. And I look forward to meeting you, chatting in the future.